Menu narration option is set to off.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Packers and the Bears on Sunday Night Primetime.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Fields going to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Touchdown, Bears! Byron Pringle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete right side to Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 34 yards. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have a Packers first down, as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But Charles, here's the Packers 2022 draft class, and they certainly gave a boost to both sides of the ball. It started with taking a pair of teammates from that vaunted Georgia defense in the first round, and then bringing in a pair of receivers to offset the loss of Devontae Adams.
Well, a couple of things, Brandon. Before the draft, we all kind of joked, hey, if you just take Georgia Bulldogs in this draft, you will have a good draft, and Green Bay took that to the extreme, taking linebacker Quay Walker 22nd overall and defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt 28th. And then that screaming need for receiver was met. Christian Watson out of North Dakota State goes in the second round, and Romeo Dobbs in the fourth round out of Nevada. Both can run. Christian Watson with some length as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
7 yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they ask them to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields
Got an open man. It's Pringle.
and they're going to get this up to midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that their third-year wide.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Clay Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TI.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return, Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers' throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw is Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 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 9 seconds rem A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter. That ultimately was what really